How about that? All right, Percy, fire away when you're ready.
Awesome. Hey, Coach, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Hey, earlier this week, the U.S. women's national team that's heading to Paris, that team was announced. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it as it pertains to like Jewell Loyd. Just what do you think about, I guess, her evolution to this point and just her role on that team? And I guess the second part of the question is, as someone who could face that team, what do you think about sort of that team that has been put together?
First and foremost, I'm super proud of Jewell to be representing the USA. It's not easy to make that team, and so it's what an honor that she holds and has to be able to play for that team, and a testament to the work that she's put in for USA basketball. In the W in her career, and where she's at, where she's come from. Her journey is, just work and get better. And she's one of the best players, not only for this franchise, but in the world. And to be able to showcase that on such a big stage, the Olympics are the pinnacle of all sports. And to represent, herself, her family, and her fans, everyone that, has followed her career and believes in her. It's for me an honor to be a part of her journey as well, and super proud of her. And if we get to face her, I don't know if that would be my scout, but definitely, for me, just having it's an honor for me to represent or be coaching with Team Canada, and I have a chance to try to medal in Paris.
It would seem that with like Jewell just on like that team, sort of now is that, and this happens, right? The older you get, but that she seems to be now, one of the people that you look to for leadership with that team, like in that group.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts there.
Yeah, I mean, she's an Olympian. She's medaled. She's been in the Olympics, and that's it's interesting, like the evolution of if you think of our league or the Olympic team, we're transitioning to a lot of those younger players now being the vets, and she's one of those players who has the experience, has the reps, has the knowledge, to be able to step foot on that court, but also the knowledge and that she can impart to the first time Olympians, because she's been in their shoes before as well. So, that's what leadership is going through your experiences, and then once you go through it, you have a responsibility of helping the next generation or helping the next person navigate their experiences. And yeah, it's the leadership aspect of it. She got a hit of it last year with our team, and just continue to grow in that role. And for that Olympic team, it's good that she'll have that opportunity to stay in that role because she has those reps.
And then I guess as this, if we can switch the conversation then a bit to like Ezzy, I'm not going to fake the funk that, I don't know the Australian, team as well. I don't really know the role that she plays with that team. Just what is Ezzy's role with the Australian national team?
Yeah, it's growing as well. I feel like, it evolves each tournament that they're in. And she's one of the best players on that team as well, as he's one of the best players in the world. And what she does for that team, a little bit different from what she does with the Storm. I think she's able to showcase her outside game a little bit more. I think with I'm giving you the scout, right, on Team Australia. Australia, she's a little bit more post heavy, but it'll be interesting to see, how she's going to be used in the Olympics, because she's grown her game so much. And I think that's going to give Australia even more firepower and versatility, because she doesn't have to be one dimensional.
Switching a bit to I guess tonight's game. Any and perhaps I just wasn't where to nights ago, just after your big win. But any letdown at all that you guys aren't able to play to like get a spot in that cup final game, as you head into tonight's game?
Look at my face.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, those were, games that we wanted to get better and get those wins, and not a letdown at all. I thought that our team competed at a high level, and we really, took the challenge of the Commissioner's Cup as relates to, we talked about the points and just trying to get those wins and stuff. And we tried our hardest with trying to get there. And so no disappointment though. I like the way in which we're playing basketball, and that's top of mind. Continuing to work on our system, to continue to grow, learn each other. And at the end of the day, we're trying to stack good days.
Is it and I may be sort of phrasing this all sort of wrong here. Is it a shift in focus then back to the main goal, back to kind of, what the traditional is the WNBA title?
Yeah. I mean, that's always going to be the goal, no matter, the Commissioner Cup was just kind of like a side road, street seen it grew a little bit, but main goal is always to compete at a high level. The big picture is always in sight for me as a coach, for our players, and what I preach and teach and emphasize is that, the next biggest game is the next game, the biggest one in front of us. And that is Dallas today. And that is making sure we're trying to improve on the things that we weren't good at last game and build upon the things that we were good at last game, and put a whole 40 minutes together. So again, we love that the Commissioner Cup was is a part of this league, and we played that week, or this week. We're still playing this week at a high level. With that, in our minds, that it's there. But at the end of the day, being disciplined in our habits and being competitive every day is our two keys to success for the entire season.
There you go. Two more, and then I will let you go. Just your thoughts on the Wings here. Obviously, you take a look at them on paper. They're going through a tough stretch here, 5-game streak. And just don't have a lot of people. Just the things that you see from this team are, they seem to be in like some ways. I don't know if you can, that I can make the comparison that with Arike, playing so well, they remind me of what you guys were last year. Just this sensational player who like plays so well, but she has to play well to like give them even a chance at winning.
Yeah, a little bit different than us last year because they've had some major injuries to some major players. And so we'll start there. I know they're still trying to, get healthy, but they're playing hard. And I talked to you about this before. Every team in this league has a lot of talent, and on any given night is going to be a challenge. And no matter who's on the floor, it is our responsibility to hone in on the scout, make sure we honor the game, play hard, and lock in. For Arike, she's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, on the offensive end. And I think she's leading the league in steals and getting, some things done defensively. But the points in the paint is what keeps them, in games. The rebounding is what keeps them in games. They're going so hard to the rim to score and to go get those boards. And it's a load. McCown is playing at a high level. Mo Billings has given them some great minutes. And honestly, Maddie Segrist, the last 5, I think just averaging like 15 points. So despite them not having their top players, they're still finding ways to play extremely hard and to stay in games. And they, no matter who's on the court, it's going to be a challenge.
And then I guess the keys for tonight would be what?
Those things that I talked about, first thing, head of the snake is Arike. We have to be sharp and attentive with our scout on her. We can't let her get comfortable and get loose. We know she's going to take some tough shots and also make some shots, so we can't get discouraged in those ones that we know that she's going to make if it's, really good, highly contested shots. The paint points, so that is making sure we're boxing out their bigs. I know it's going to be difficult, but also not letting their guards sneak in and get some extra possessions with offensive rebounding, keeping that paint tight defensively and making sure we're on a string. And again, just making it very difficult for a team who is top in the league and getting the paint points. And then on the other side of the basketball, they're not very good in transition. So we have to make sure we're very sharp in our transition approach, moving that ball up the court, taking good shots on goal. And I think we could also get to the free throw line today.
There you go. Like it. Love it. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. If you want to
They
just
come in